All right, this is John Chapman with the 49ers Rush Podcast, and I want to be breaking down the 49ers' second round pick, Deebo Samuel, today, and what makes him so special. Right off the bat, you see a great slant route for a touchdown, and if there's anything that Deebo Samuel can do, it is this slant route. I got to credit Brian Peacock for talking about how he is the slant god, gave him the name. He was able to get 31 yards per reception on the slant route, and it all has to do with his hips. And so we'll watch him here again, what he is able to do just right out of the gate. Not, creating yards after the catch is what is special about him, but he sets it up very, very well. Now, this video is a little rough, this clip here, but what he's able to do is basically play basketball with the defender that gives him a two-way go, which is a no-no from the defender. And so he's going to press outside and then create inside. And whenever the ball is thrown, you can see he doesn't need that much space to get open. And the mention of a linebacker coming across the middle that means nothing to Deebo. He is very, very tough. And once he gets the ball in his hand, he breaks tackles. Now, this play right here is special against Florida because whenever he comes off the ball, you can see how he's got cushion and he's up against it. Second and 13, whatever. Once he catches the ball, and again, you can see it's against the same defense. This linebacker's late. The corner/safety is too late getting over the top. And whenever he splits defenders, that's when you got to watch out. Now, his top-end speed's good. He ran the 4.48 at the combine. However, he's not the type of guy, even though he gets 80 yards here, he can be caught from behind. Most plays won't go for 80 yards, but it's what it is. Again, here's one of the last slants that we're going to watch. Again, just see how he is so great against press coverage here in this clip. Next clip, not so much. But whenever he comes off the ball, again, watch the hips of the defender open up. As soon as he presses to the outside with that stem, you can see it here where he transfers all of his weight to his left foot and just creates this openness inside. The defender obviously should not have opened up his hips, but again, 3 defenders right there to take his head off. Absolutely no concern. Deebo Samuel, it's a Kyle Shanahan special. This is what he just loves and desires with his wide receivers, and a lot of them are the same type of guy with Dante Pettis. Here we have a wider angle, and you can see it again. Just sets him up to the outside, crosses underneath, and once he catches the ball, it doesn't matter if he gets tackled. He runs the passes right at the sticks. Now, this is a major concern here. This is against Clemson and one of the better corners in the NFL or in the draft that just came out, Trayvon Mullins. He can defeat press coverage very well. However, he keeps his chest open way too much at the snap of the ball. He doesn't do it all the time, but against an NFL corner, he's going to knock the breath out of him there. And you can see just his footwork and everything's a little slow at the snap of the ball. However, even though he gets jammed at the line of scrimmage, he's able to recover and still get a touchdown. So this is one of the main concerns I have moving forward, that he is going to have to basically, again, you can see how his feet are very slow compared to the corner, and he just leaves his chest wide open. You have to minimize that target at the NFL level, and there's lots of different ways you can do that. One, you can lower your shoulder pads to where he can't hit you in the chest directly. 2, you can dip one of your shoulders in order to get the angle for the release that you want. Now, in the Senior Bowl, we saw him get better with this, and so this is not as big of a concern, but it's one of the very few concerns that we have of the second-round corner. But he is absolutely legit for sure. Now, this is where it's the end of a game. You can see they're down 21 points. There's only 30 seconds left. But if you watch Deebo up top, just a deep stop route, catch the ball. They're running Cloud 3 kind of prevent defense. So get the ball in his hands. Now, what can he do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is he done? 7, 8. This is a guy that breaks 8 tackles. Now, you could say that this play is inconsequential because the game's already in hand. But I want people that are going to play whenever it doesn't matter. If we're in between the field and we're down 21 with 30 seconds left, I don't give a shit. I'm going to fight like my life depends on it, and that's just the player that this kid is. He got the name Deebo because he bullied kids from a young age and nobody wanted to mess with him, and it transcribes to the field. And when you watch this guy play, whether it's a simple hitch route like what we're going to see right here, nothing special there, but it's 1st and 10. He's giving out punishment. He's not the type of guy that's just going to walk out of bounds just because the defender is there. I'm going to lower my shoulder, and I'm going to let you know. And he continues to do this at every phase of the game, which is wonderful. Now, so the slant, check, that's great. He's tough for sure. What about his hands as a wide receiver? Here you can kind of see just a simple skinny post, but what's special about this play is watch his get off and his release up top. He sets it up. He splits the defenders. They're in the simple zone coverage, very similar to what the 49ers run here. Now, once he catches the ball extended away from himself, which is awesome. He's a natural pass-catching receiver, and what I mean by that is he goes and attacks the ball with his hands. He only had 11 drops on 223 targets for a 66% catch rate, which is great. And then, of course, once he gets the ball, he's going to do something with it. This is a very common theme whenever you watch his film, where there are just so many defenders around him, because whenever he gets the ball, it's time to do something with it. And we'll see some of this with the creative ways in which, South Carolina tried to get him the ball, because the quarterback play was it was pretty terrible. Now, right here you can see, again, another very easy, just kind of simple post route, but the get off is great. Here he's playing press man, you can kind of see, and the corner can't get his hands on him. He's able to get upfield, amazing catch, and then he just creates. And you can tell just by the way he looks like a running back. When the ball is in his hands, he is looking to score, and he's looking to do something with it. He's not the type of guy that's just going to catch it and fall down, catch it, get out of bounds. He wants to catch it and then do something very special with the ball. We're going to see a replay here of the same play, but again, watch how he attacks the ball. Eyes, discipline, catches the ball away. You don't see a lot of body catches with him. And then once he gets the ball, man, it's off to the races. He looks like a running back. 5'11", 214. He's not a tall wide receiver. Kyle Shanahan doesn't usually value those guys as much, but he is a guy that can do something, and the volume will be able to be there because his body is built in a way that he can take hits. Now, right here is a fade jump ball, and you can see here he stacks coverage very, very well. Now, this corner has help over the top, and so you're going to see him eat up this cushion relatively quickly, and it seems like the corner is okay with that because he has safety help over the top. So the quarterback does a great job in dropping the over-under, basically over the corner but under the safety in this little bitty window to allow Deebo to go get the ball. So you can see here, goes up, he high points the ball very, very well, even though there's a safety screaming down, should be taking his head off, but he makes a great contested catch. Again, you can see the separation from his body and how he goes and high points the ball, and then after that, he's able to not only make an amazing catch, come down with both feet, keep his balance, but then juke and then go make some more moves. Again, we'll see another replay here just to see how special he is. Whenever the ball is in the air, the ball is his. Again, look at that. Look at the vertical. Look how high up off the ground, complete high pointing it. I don't care if this kid's 5'11". If you're jumping up and you're catching the ball at that point, you're going to be able to get a lot of catches in the NFL. And then on top of that, to juke off of the 1 foot that he landed on and get all those extra yards. All right, here we go. This play right here, you talk about a comeback route. We're staying with this idea of body awareness and being able to come down in bounds on a sideline catch. You can see him here. That's 2 feet, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a catch in the NFL level. You only need 1 in college, but Deebo is able to go back and show both feet at this point. This is a guy that just understands where he is at on the field at all the times. One of my favorite things about his game is that he fights as hard as possible to make sure he gets a first down. He always knows where it is. Now, here's just a couple plays where we're going to see what he can do blocking, which is very, very important in this Kyle Shanahan outside zone scheme. Here you can see him locked up with a defender, and you can see he's not the type of guy that's going to get a lot of pancakes, but he is always in between. Now, this play stinks. He gets rolled up on here, so close your eyes if you don't want to see that. He is okay. He was able to play further past that point. Now, here you can see him at the bottom of the screen get locked up, And you can just see he's a fighter. You can see him in the corner going at it. And they both, the line judge here flags them both. And they both got unsportsmanlike conduct on this one. So they kind of negated the penalties on each other. But I love the fight. This is a run and play. He's a wide receiver. He doesn't care. He's going to be out there, and he wants to be involved in the action. He's not going to be the first one to let go. He's up top here. This is going to be a pancake block, so pay attention up top. You see the play is not going to go to him. Doesn't matter. Boom. Not only does he lay out a linebacker, it's a nickel linebacker, but still, you can see him up here just sizing up his prey. But after he decleats him, what's he do? He's going to go get his next guy. Decleat one, go block somebody else. This is the type of player that Deebo Samuel is. It doesn't matter if it's a running play, a passing play, whatever. He is going to have a very positive impact for the 49ers on every play. Now, Kyle Shanahan, one of the most creative play callers in the NFL, I would say the most creative. He's got another toy to play with. And as I said, South Carolina's passing attack was pretty weak. So they had to do whatever they could do to get the ball into this kid's hands. Here's a few end around and reverses. And just to show you how tough this guy is as a running back, he looks like a running back. Gets in for the touchdown there. Here you can see him. This is going to be another reverse coming around the edge. The kid just, look at this perfect angle that the guy takes. But it doesn't matter because one-on-one in space, and this game was a nightmare. You can see the splashes with everybody's feet because it was just an absolute hurricane bowl, and there was just water everywhere. But it doesn't matter. So you have this unblocked safety, one-on-one. He's got the boundary side. He's not playing with any leverage whatsoever, and he just is able, he doesn't even get a hand on him. Keeps going, and he's able to get that first down on a reverse. That was 3rd and 5. This is a guy that you can trust with the ball no matter the situation because he always fights for a first down. Again, you're going to see him here. Simple jet sweep. Gets outside. Just fights. Just fights. Look at that first down marker. You know, you're looking at a guy. Contact's going to happen pretty dang close. You can see he's surrounded. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders and 1 blocker. What are you going to do? Do you go out of bounds? No. He's going to keep fighting. Again, contact happens 5 yards behind that. He pulls the entire thing for the first down. He is an absolute fighter, and it doesn't matter. Here's another example. You know, just a simple jet sweep. Keeps his contact balance, runs over a guy to make sure that he gets that first down. So, you know, as a coach, what you want to do is sustain drives. So sustain drives and get into the end zone. This is a guy that can do both. You know, Deebo Samuel accounted for 30 total touchdowns in his career at South Carolina. And he did it in a myriad of ways. He's got 16 receiving touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns, 4 kickoff return touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, and a fumble recovery touchdown, which I'm going to show you here in a second. All right. Yeah, this, again, just to stay with versatility, this is him taking a handoff out of the backfield. He's one of the 2 running backs. You can see him here, and he's just going to get a simple counter. Now, this play is not great, but it just shows you how much they valued getting the ball into his hands. This is a guy that could line up in the backfield. We've got about 10 different guys that can play running back for the 49ers now. Just what it is. Now, he's going to be the end man on the line of scrimmage here on defense. This is the punt return team. And again, you're talking about a guy that can be a captain that can play everywhere. Now, I don't think he's going to be on the punt return team for the 49ers, but he is the outside punt rusher on this play. It's a bad snap, gets through his hands. He's going to beat the punter there and recover it for a touchdown. This kid can do it all. Special teams, everything. Now, it's a punt team. He's the gunner up here and responsible for outside leverage on the punt team. Let's see how he does. The speed is absolutely there. Look how fast he beats his guy. He's the first one down there. Bobbled snap. He recovers it for a fumble. So in Deebo Samuel, this is a guy that can do it all and is an absolute football player and will continue to be a football player for the 49ers. I'm very excited to have him. Hopefully you appreciate this. I'm hoping to do more. Make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube. Just search the John Chapman YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.